Have you ever spent an hour scrolling through Netflix, only to turn the TV off without watching anything? That's not laziness. That's not indecision. That's your brain collapsing under the weight of too many options. We are living in the most abundant era in human history. More choices, more platforms, more products, more possibilities. And yet, we have never been more miserable with our decisions. Today, I'm going to show you why more options are actually robbing you of your joy, and what you can do to take it back. For most of human history, choice was a luxury. You ate what was available. You wore what you could make. You lived where you were born. Scarcity was the default, and in that scarcity, decisions were simple. Fast forward to 2026. There are over 36,000 items in a typical grocery store. Netflix has tens of thousands of titles. Your phone offers millions of apps. Dating apps give you thousands of potential partners within a 10-mile radius. Our ancestors evolved to crave choices because more options meant more survival. But our biology never updated for abundance. So now, we carry a prehistoric brain into a world of infinite menus, and it's destroying us quietly. Psychologist Barry Schwartz called this the paradox of choice. The idea that beyond a certain point, more options don't liberate us, they paralyze us. This paralysis has a name: decision fatigue. Every decision you make, no matter how small, drains a finite pool of mental energy. By the time you've scrolled through 200 Instagram posts, debated 15 lunch options, and compared 40 pairs of sneakers, your brain is exhausted. And an exhausted brain doesn't make confident choices. It makes impulsive ones, or it shuts down entirely. Here's where it gets darker. It's not just that too many choices tire us out. It's that every extra option plants a seed of regret before you've even decided. When you only have 2 options and you pick one, you might wonder about the other. But when you have 50 options and pick one, your brain immediately starts scanning for all the ways the other 49 might have been better. That's not gratitude. That's a guaranteed recipe for dissatisfaction. Psychologists call this opportunity cost anxiety. The more options available, the higher the perceived cost of choosing wrong. So we delay. We scroll longer. We compare more. We research obsessively, hoping certainty will arrive. It never does. And then comes FOMO, the fear of missing out. FOMO isn't a personality flaw. It's a rational response to a world with too many doors. When every door could be the best door, leaving any door closed feels like failure. The result? A baseline hum of anxiety that lives underneath every decision you make. Before you even choose, you've already started mourning what you might lose. Schwartz identified 2 types of decision makers. The first is the maximizer. Maximizers need to find the best possible option. They compare everything. They read every review. They can't rest until they're sure they chose perfectly. And even after choosing, they second-guess themselves. The second type is the satisficer, from satisfy and suffice. Satisficers don't look for the best, they look for good enough. They set a standard, find what meets it, and move on without looking back. Here's the research-backed truth that might surprise you. Satisficers are consistently happier than maximizers, even when maximizers make objectively better choices. Read that again. You can make the theoretically perfect decision and still be miserable, because you're haunted by the process. Happiness doesn't come from optimizing every choice. It comes from learning to be at peace with a good enough one. Jim Rohn put it simply: learn to be happy with what you have while you pursue what you want. That's the satisficer's superpower. So how do you break free? You don't need less ambition. You need intentional constraints. First, curate ruthlessly. Remove choices from your life before you face them. Unsubscribe, delete apps, limit your streaming to one platform, capsule your wardrobe. Every option you eliminate is a decision you never have to make and energy you never have to spend. Second, set decision rules. Pre-decide common choices. What do you eat for breakfast? What time do you wake up? What do you wear on Mondays? Routine isn't boring, it's freedom. It reserves your cognitive energy for decisions that actually matter. Third, impose deadlines. Give yourself a time limit for decisions proportional to their importance. Small purchase, 5 minutes. Medium decision, 1 evening. Big life choice, 1 week of deliberate thought. Then decide, then commit. No post-decision research, no second guessing. Fourth, practice good enough. Before you open a comparison tab, ask, what's the minimum this needs to meet for me to be satisfied? Define the standard first. The moment something meets it, you're done. Close the tab. Done is better than perfect. Napoleon Hill wrote, "A man who will not make up his mind definitely cannot be made to make it up definitely by any outside influence." Decisiveness is a muscle. Every time you practice choosing without torturing yourself, you strengthen it. Here's the paradox in its simplest form. Freedom is not found in having every option. Freedom is found in choosing which options you allow into your life. The most content people you know aren't the ones with the most choices. They're the ones who've gotten good at choosing, and even better, at letting go of what they didn't choose. Start today. Pick one area of your life overloaded with options, and deliberately remove half of them. You won't feel like you lost something. You'll feel like you finally exhaled. If this hit home, save this video and share it with someone drowning in decisions. Drop a comment. What's one area of your life where you have too many options? And subscribe, because clarity is a practice, and we build it together here.